Hey, it's Nay, and welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new here. Hi, I'm Nay, and here we're talking about all things looking good, feeling good, and smelling good at mostly affordable prices. So if any or all of that sounds interesting to you, just go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and please don't forget to hit that like button. It lets me know that, and YouTube know that you like my content. Anyway, today I wanted to jazz myself up a little bit and talk about New Year's, okay? Because Christmas is over. All right, Christmas time isn't over until the clock strikes 12 on New Year's Day, but we're moving on, right? Sort of. Christmas tree is not coming down till like January 10th. But anyway, anywho, I wanted to come on here today for this video to talk about 8 fragrances that you could possibly wear when it comes to New Year's parties. So I felt like, I'm probably going to be home. But there's a small chance maybe a friend will want to go out, but I do have babies, so there's a high chance I'll be home. But if I was to go out and do something, right? Have a grand old time, because I can't choose a part side. Let's leave it here for now. Anyway, I want to have a grand old time. I want to go to maybe a little nice little club where we can actually sit down and eat, like a place you could eat and chill out, like, you know what I'm saying? A vibe, or go to someone's house where it's a nice, good energy. Do anything outdoors that are inside. Outdoors, not in your house, but outdoors inside someplace else, because it's going to be brick. These are fragrances I would reach for. These are fragrances I want to offer up to you. Now, there is definitely some price point differences here. Quite the jump, if you ask me. I have a few very affordable, so actually, this is actually split very evenly. There's 4 on the higher end, and then there's 4 on the lower end. So let's bounce between the two, okay? So let's start out with the lower end. And if you've been watching any of my videos, you know I've been wearing this fragrance. I've been loving this fragrance. I just got this fragrance the end of this year, and already this is quite the big dent. This is Satur by Lattafa. I've actually ordered a second bottle. The bottle is not for me. I bought it for my uncle because he complimented me on my fragrance, and that was the first time. So it's been about over a year, okay? Well over a year since I've been collecting fragrances, and this is the first time that he's like complimented me on my scent that I've wanted to be like, oh, you smell, you know, it's a good smell, good, you know, always pass a nice little compliment. But this time he really pointed out that I really smell good. And it was Satur Lattafa. This is under $30, y'all. This is in the realm of Bitter Peach by Tom Ford. Now, real quick synopsis of Bitter Peach by Tom Ford. I'm going to spray myself with this, even though I'm about to go take a whole bath. Tonight is my self-care night. So you're actually going to see. Am I going to do that video? Yeah, I am. I'm going to do a self-care video. I haven't done one in like months because I'm shedding all over the place. Anyway, this is peach. Peach. A juicy peach with just the barest hint of a freshness and tanginess. Oh, it's juicy. So juicy, it makes my mouth water a little bit. Now, what makes this go from basic to baddie to I have some places to be, to I cost money, to I like to drink martini. Look, listen. I swear I'm really funny and I'm just not. Anyway, is this booziness and this, I don't want to say earthy because people get scared of it, but there's something in here that's a little, like the peach might not have been fully dusted off before you took a bite of it. Like you just took a quick, you didn't wash it. You dusted it off, but you didn't wash it. And you bit into it. You got slight earthy touches, but you get that juicy, sweet peachiness. And you're cutting that up and put that right into some booze. Okay? And the booze is like the sugar, like slightly spiced. And you cook that. and you ate that. But before you ate it, you let it cool down completely. My husband's one of those people that cannot eat food hot. That. So like he let that food cook dry down completely. Now it is cool, but you still have the very well blended delicious mix. You're still getting the boozy taste, but you're not gonna get drunk off of it. It's so freaking delicious. I wouldn't say there's anything like even a crumb. I wouldn't. It does dry down and get kind of creamy. Like maybe there might have been like a oatmeal crumble on top a little bit, but now I wouldn't say I smell like oatmeal or anything. Like I don't smell like a pie or anything. But it's just so good. I think if you like, Lord, I done forgot the fragrance. I think if you like Casablanca or like Camera, you might like this. I put this in those realms, and I put those two together too, because it's almost like a cooked fruit with spices on them and sweetness in them. I feel like those kind of fit in the same realm. And what the razzle dazzle in this is this like tang to this that is in the peach. So that is Satur by Lattafa. I don't know why I said I was going to be real quick with that, and that took me forever. Let's see how quick I can be with this next one. I gassed this to high heaven in the beginning of 2023, and I still stand 10 toes on what I said. Mango Flesh by Dua, or if you're out of money or you're out of fragrance, Mango Skin by Philhem Perfumery. I'm telling you, I'm going to end up with one of those fragrances in 2024. Philhem Perfumery has some really good scents that I'm interested in, including even just the original. This is one of the best mango fragrances I've ever smelled. I would even go so far as to say one of the best fruity fragrances I've ever smelled. This is so good. Now, Satur has a more brightness than this fragrance. If you didn't want to go super bright, but you still wanted a fruity, this is it. If you wanted something almost slightly animalistic about a fragrance, this is it. There's a red wine note in here, and we're going to talk about that animalistic because I don't want you to get scared. There's a red wine. I don't know if there's an actual note of red wine. I think there probably is, because there's no way they mastered it like this. That's insane. It's like red wine and almost spoiled mango. If you know about mango, Lord God, you take it from the tree and it is ripe. And you know so the mango is good and juicy and ripe when you squeeze it a little bit and it's soft. If you squeeze a mango and it is firm, you can cook with that. People usually use that to like put in salads and stuff, like because it's gonna hold its shape. When you get a good ripe mango, it's gonna be squishy. Okay, and you're gonna eat that not with a fork and knife. You're going to take the two hands, the two utensils that you've been blessed with, whatever you believe in or don't believe in, and you're going to bite tonight. All right? Listen, I'm from Jamaica, okay? We'll even bite into peel down the skin and then bite into. Listen, mind your business. Anyway, it is good and juicy. The juice are drip down your mouth, and it's just so sweet. That's what you're getting here. A few hours more on that tree and it would have spoiled up, turned black and nasty, but you got it right before then. That is that. And then you have a glass of wine as you eat it, you drink, and it's a red wine. So you know so the depths and a little bit of darkness and spices that is usually in red wine, like a cab or something. That is what you're getting in here. Such a beautiful blend. I think there's different notes in there for sure, but that's what I get from this. And when I say that animalic touch to it, I feel like it's the combination. I'm bugging. I think there's a civet note in here, but for me, it's almost like when I think of red wine. Oh Lord, that's kind of a little warm. Like it's a little warm because you're gonna go eat it with pasta or whatever. Like you don't need to be super chilled. And the almost spoiled mango coming together to create this smell that isn't bad. And it's not like, oh my God, that part of the fragrance I don't like, but I like the rest. I like all of it. It's so weird because it's just so juicy and so sweet that animalic quality, which is almost like, I don't want to say pheromones, but like, you know how people be having like, oh, there's pheromone fragrances and they just, people just, This is that real stuff in this actual juice. I don't know about those fragrances, but this one I could say for real just evokes an actual like reaction from people. I've gotten a lot of compliments in this fragrance. If you know the original or you know any dupe of Mango Skin, you know you really don't need a lot of sprays of this. And I am an over sprayer. Do not spray a lot of sprays of this. You got dead. Your sister got dead. Your cousin got dead. Your granny got dead. The people in New York got dead. Texas, Saturn, Uranus, like all everybody. I just so just and you're talking to an oversprayer. And I feel like sometimes that word is just used and it might not be like how dramatic. Maybe I should call myself the oversprayer, right? I do like, there's fragrances plenty. Well, I'll do 15 to 25 sprays. Yes, you heard me. I might even do 30, especially if I'm mixing, because I'll do 15 and 15, depending on what I'm trying to do. Am I trying to disturb the entire arena? Heck yes, sometimes. You know what I mean? Am I trying to be able to smell myself in every place that I go to and then go back to when I know I was there, I could smell myself? Yes. So, powerhouse. But Satur is a powerhouse too, in my opinion. But it does dry down a little closer to the skin, where I feel like Mango Flesh dries down and it's still kind of booming. So that is Mango Flesh by Dua. Barakat Gentle Gold. Let's talk about this. So I still wouldn't say this is a super, so it's the Gentle Fluidity Gold scent profile. Definitely not a 1-to-1. Definitely not a 1-to-1. It's definitely more, I feel like it's actually low-key a little bit more palatable to some people because it's sweeter, with maybe a little less of the spice smell. So you still get the piney touch, you still get the slight spices, but it's sweeter. The sweetness, when I say sweeter, if you think that Gentle Fluidity Gold was using white sugar, this is using brown sugar. Or if you think Gentle Fluidity Gold is using brown sugar, then this is using molasses, all right? It's just a richer sweetness that they're using in here. It's delectable. It's amazing. Oh, I'm going through the cheap ones, and I said I was going to go back and forth. My bad. We'll go to the next two will be a little on higher end. It's so nice. Now, this is not a projector, though. And if you're one of those people you want who you're going to associate with, who you're going to talk with at the situation, the event, the party, the whatever, the get-together, the potluck, whatever you want to call it, but you don't need to step into the room and everyone be like, because you don't want that type of attention, but you want a little attention. Barakat Gentle Gold is honestly so nice. It's so nice. This is also a fragrance I feel like is something that if you spray this into your wig, I think, and I'm going to be honest, I think anything that has wispy textures to it will be great to spray a little in your hair a little bit. And then when you talk, I don't know about you, but when I talk with my arm, my head, my body. My whole body is in the conversation. And I feel like if you spray a little bit of your hair, right? And of course, wash your hair if you don't want it to smell like this anymore, because it will last. At least Barakat is. I don't really use my Gentle Fluidity Gold for such nonsense. I don't want to waste the juice. But now every time you switch your head and turn, you're going to get wafts of this into the air. And people around you are going to smell it. And I'm saying that because I actually did that recently with this. So keep that in mind. This is one of those things that, because it's such an affordable juice, you can spray this literally everywhere. And I mean that. From the top of your head down to your toe of them. And I do think if you really want a fragrance to last and project and all that good jazz, I would get your clothes, because 9 times out of 10 it's just guaranteed to last longer on your clothes. So that's Barakat's Gentle Gold. Did I show you the bottle? Okay. Who's not surprised to see this here? This is Xerjoff's Dhama Bianca. Xerjoff is on my hot gal list. So let me know if you want to see. So I have a wish list for sure. The wish list is very similar to last year's wish list, but then I have a immediate list. I've amassed in the last couple months, and this is one of them, as well as its dupe. I did order the dupe, so that will be here on Friday. So I'll unbox that for you guys. But Dhama Bianca is that BITCH, that CHICK, that BABY, that BADDIE. It makes you spell things out because it's just giving everything. And plantain chips, bully beef and rice, ackee and saltfish, a little praline. This is awesome. What does it smell like with all the dramatics I just gave you? Honestly, I'm going to say something. It's going to sound so basic, but you have to smell it. This smells like candy with a touch of powder. There is something slightly green in this. And it's all blended to perfection. It's a little fruity. Like the candy is fruity candy. Slight touches of powderiness. It's a little tangy too. Like the candy is almost like the green Jolly Rancher. Like there's a slight tang to it. It's so good. I feel like I've smelled a lot of candy fragrances, and some of them lend to childish or youthful or cheap smelling. Go ahead and let's talk about that in the comment section about candy-esque fragrances you feel that are a little bit more. Because I feel like it's a good scent profile to have, but to find a candy that is more than just making you feel super youthful is hard. Oh no, I'm gonna go take a whole bath and I might have to put this on because it just smells that good. And the thing is, it's funny because I really don't think this projects insane, and I would never spray this in my hair because the price point of this to waste my hair when I'm gonna wash it because I change whatever. This is so lovely. I don't know if it's the musk in here. I don't know if that slight greenness is what's cutting it nicely. It's just a perfect fragrance. I did notice I love this scent profile though. So if you wanted something that's going to potentially give you something along the lines of, these are not dupes. This is just along the lines of. The first one I can immediately think of is Kayali's Wedding Silk Sental. That gives me a similar profile. Doesn't smell as expensive, but definitely a similar profile. And what's funny is when people talk about super important dates and events like wedding, these two are usually now in. This is the OG from talking about wedding scents, but now the Wedding Silk Sental, people do agree that it could be a wedding scent, but people also agree that both could be a signature scent. Now, for the price tag of this, I don't know if I could make this my signature scent because the Amota sprays I spray with this, as you can see, I got this almost full. Basically, maybe 6 sprays were gone out of it. And I know it's a 1 ounce, but it's almost halfway empty already. And I got this not even a month ago. So, and I'm telling myself to not fear finishing bottles because a lot of my bottles are sitting down with like this much of juice left because I just stopped wholeheartedly using it because I was scared. Repurchasing is a thing I try not to do because there's just so many fragrances out there and I like to review fragrances for you, but I don't know. You might see some repurchases in 2024. Who's not surprised to see this baddie on here too? This is Zerjal's Bouquet Idele. Good thing I'm about to get my kids down and then take a bath, This is a little more femme fatale. Thinking along the lines of mango flesh. So I would say Dhama Bianca and Barakat Gentle Gold are more like that. Just pretty girl swag. I know I smell good in a little bit more of an upscale way. Satur is giving in between pretty girl swag and super sexy. And Mango Flesh and Bouquet Idele is giving almost femme fatale type vibes. I mean, look panda bat. Look panda bako. This to me, if you felt like the cinnamon and a lot of fragrances are too dry, this smells like someone wet the cinnamon before they put it into the ingredients. This is cinnamon, it's spiced, it's slightly sweet. I do think a man could wear this, to be honest, to be fair, but it does lean feminine to me because it gives me femme fatale. There's a brightness in here. If there isn't cherry in here, I'm shook. There's a little bit of a cherry smell to my nose. There's a slight smoky smell to my nose, but it's not cigarette. It's giving almost like maybe the cherry was roasted. It's sexy. It's dark. It's mysterious. Maybe there's myrrh, some type of resin or balsamic note in here. It's so good. This isn't one I would drown myself in unless I'm really going out with my man. If me and my man, your partner, is going out and you're going out somewhere like, I don't know, you're going somewhere nice, okay? Maybe y'all going out to dinner. Y'all going through a whole night's activities, okay? Y'all, it's so serious y'all going outside that y'all taking a nap before you go outside. You get what I'm saying? Bouquet Idele is going to have your man thinking you smell amazing, and as you walk by the people them is going to say you smell amazing. You're gonna go up to the lady who is going to place you in your seat, and she has to stop herself. I know it's, look at all these people trying to get in, and you already have a reservation because your man booked the reservation, or you did, doesn't matter who. And she's, I'm sorry, because that's how a lot of people start out. They want to give you a compliment on your smell. I'm sorry. I just have to tell you, you smell so good. It's good. It's good. It's good. And it's not this atypical, super sweet fragrance. Oh, that is Bouquet Idele. Let's keep it moving. 2 more fragrances. No, 3 more fragrances. This is Tom Ford's Black Orchid. I don't think I have to say much about her. This is going to be a super quick one, because this is an older one. Lord. Now, I know this one is more difficult. She's not difficult to me. She's giving multi-layered, multi-step, complex. She's got complexity to her. This is not an opening where it's, what the hell am I smelling? That turns into, what the hell am I smelling? It's like spiced, maybe a little green, sweet, slightly sweet and fresh in like a citrusy maybe aspect. And then it gets more gourmand as you wear it. It's a powerhouse. This is a powerhouse. Smells so good. If you overspray this, like, you can't do 15 sprays of this. If I do 5 sprays of this, it's going to project meaning like 5 feet away, like my height away from me for like 5 hours. Then as the gourmand starts to leach into it, it's going to start pulling. But I don't see this as a getting close to the skin until like the 8, 9, 10 hour. Like, it takes a while for me to get closer to the skin. I've worn chocolate lotions with this, vanilla lotions with this, citrus-based lotions with this, and my favorite for sure, this is just me personally, fragrances that have caramel bases or another perfume that has a caramel note to it, or vanilla. Those work best, in my opinion, to bring out the depth and make the depth a little more palatable to people. I did like it with the citruses, but it really pulled that, whatever in here is green, it pulled the hell out of it. And I liked it, but I don't think my husband liked it. Anyway, that is Tom Ford's Black Orchid. He does like this fragrance actually on me. A man can most definitely wear this fragrance. It's unisex. So if you want to twin with your man, you can twin with your man with this. Actually, these last 2, you can twin with your man as well. You can twin with your man for anything, to be completely honest with you. But these last three, I think, are very safe to say they're unisex. This is Mystery of Myrrh. This is was dupe for Tom Ford's Myrrh Mystère. Yo, look at this den already. Myrrh is a note what's the word? I have really dived into and found out I truly love. Myrrh is sexy. And I'm finding the resins and balsamic notes. And for anyone that's really confused about balsamic, because I think like the balsamic vinaigrette, when I thought of that, and I know there's a sweet, rich texture to that, but the vinegar be throwing me. So when I sit there and I'm like, really? It's just that sweet warmth with spices in it. I think that's like the resinous balsamic type of accord. Sometimes a little green touches to it. Sometimes there's more spices. Sometimes there's more sweetness. It depends on what balsam or resin that they're using. Myrrh is still a warm fragrance, but it's got a little lift to this. It's mystery in smoke form, not darkness. Like I would consider Bouquet Idele like femme fatale, like Black Widow, little like dark. This is giving me more smoky, like the white puffs of smoke type of mystery, because it's not as dark. This is so good. Oh my god. This is one I'm gonna spray on my skin as well as my clothes. This is not a very sweet fragrance. Vanilla, caramel, salted caramel works. Anything with like salt and caramel sweetness is gonna work really well with this. It just gives you something that is not super rich in sweetness. This has got some sweetness to it, but it's not candy sweet or anything of that nature. And let's wrap it up to the last one. I hear my kiddos crying. This is Parfums de Marly Alter. This is the newest one to my collection, are the ones I'm offering up to you, but it's not new to my nose. I chose this fragrance. I got this for Christmas. This is unisex, but to me leans slightly feminine because it is quite sweet. Now, that does not mean a man can't wear it. If my man wants to wear this, he can wear this. Who's going to stop him? Not me. This is very nice. Now, this is very punchy in the beginning, but it dries down definitely much closer to the skin. Oh, gosh. This is caramel, sweet. There's something slightly bright in this. Spiced. This is so good. So delicious without leaning like Chirosa 71, which is definitely, for me, super feminine. It's very warm. And when this dries, it's almost like a thick cream type of warmth. But I wouldn't say this is lactonic. I will like creamy, like a milky type of vibe. It's just that super creamy, like, that is not lactonic vibes. This is so good. This is so good. And the only reason I did not put Lost in a Dream in this is because I've been talking about it so much. But it layers really well with Lost in a Dream. So Lost in a Dream, to my nose, is not an uber sweet fragrance. It has sweetness to it. But when you add this, it warms it up and actually makes that milky accord really pop and almost smells like warmed milk. The marshmallow note kind of pops a little more, but in like it's coated in caramel. It's so delicious. I just feel like, oh, and this also works well with Chocolate Queen, but think it gets richer, like much thicker, almost fudgy to me. Altair is just a very nice fragrance, but it's most definitely a closer to the skin type of smell. I most definitely am gonna halfway through this bottle next year if I don't finish it, which is insane because I will just drown myself in this. And yes, the first 10 minutes is gonna be like, oh, so much, but then like 6-7 hours later, I'm like, I am the most perfect cocooning warmth deliciousness without giving rug to like walk all over. It still has that like the spice texture to that, and a slight barest hint of the pinch of, I feel like I smell a little powderiness. This is so lovely. Any of these fragrances are going to work really well. I don't think there's a dupe for Altair just yet, But any of these are going to work well for going out for New Year's. Let me know what you intend to potentially wear for New Year's. And if you have any plans for New Year's, let me know. I'm definitely interested. Don't forget to hit that like button. Thank you for watching the entirety of this video. If you watch the entirety of this video, I think there's like a stars emoji where like the stars are shooting up or something, or stars in the sky. Go ahead and drop that emoji down in the comment section below. Thank you so much, guys. I have reached 1.11 subscribers. I think at this recording of this video, I have 1,115 subscribers. So thank you so much. I really appreciate each and every single one of you. Love to all of you. Real quick, please don't. You matter, and each stage in your life is important. It's about the journey and not the end result. So remember that when you're going through any type of rough times, because I know the new year always brings about like, oh, I'm gonna lose all this weight, I'm gonna do all of this, or here's what I'm gonna do for 2024. Have those if you would like, no problem, but also have some grace. We put a lot of time for a lot of different things in our life except putting time for grace, and you deserve some grace. If you didn't hit all the milestones you wanted to, if you did hit all the milestones if you want to, if you had different milestones and you wanted to, doesn't matter what it was, you did something. And sometimes even the barest, littlest of efforts deserves a pat on your back. So I'm here to pat you on the back, to give a round of applause to you and blow some kisses and love and all the best wishes, health, safety, and sanity for 2024. Okay? Bye. It's Goddess Nay. Look good, feel good, smell good. Have a great day.